It sounds psychotic. It sounds psychotic where you're like, how can you lose your own personhood to this degree? Where what hasn't he done? Here is r/YouTube drama that has at least like some semblance of a summary of what happened. Okay. This morning, both President Sunday and Copacy released hit piece videos on Destiny. President Sunday's video here, Copacy's video here. Both of these videos discuss Destiny's behavior regarding his treatment of sexual partners and the ongoing scandal surrounding leaked DMs, photos, and videos of sexual nature. Destiny has found himself in a couple scandals regarding sharing nude photos and other materials, such as videos/sex tapes, without the consent of individuals/partners who appear in them. Okay? The main focus of this is a woman named Pixie who was a victim of this behavior from Destiny. In the videos, there are leaks of messages between Not So Erudite and Pixie discussing potential compensation from Destiny for distributing the sexual material she appeared in, as well as the draft of Pixie's statement regarding the situation. It turns out that Pixie was someone who was an orbiter of Destiny's, who unfortunately hooked up with Destiny. They filmed the process, and I believe that filming was consensually done at the time. But then Destiny kept those videos and sent it to other people, from what I understand. Other people that he was trying to hook up with, other girls that he was trying to hook up with, including this one 19-year-old. And then this 19-year-old's account either got A, hacked, okay, or B, one of their 19-year-old's friends actually revealed all of this information to the world. And that's how you found out about the infamous video of Destiny sucking a dude off, which people suspected was Nick Fuentes. And Destiny leaned into it possibly being Nick Fuentes. And a lot of people thought, well, that's really weird. Why is he taking ownership over that? Well, it turns out there was a nefarious purpose behind why he was taking ownership over that. Because if everyone focused on Destiny being gay, okay, then no one would realize that Destiny was most likely sending nudes and sex tapes that he had actually filmed without permission of the other parties involved to random people online to showcase his sex resume to random, 19-year-olds online that he wants to fuck. Now, that's technically, I believe, I'm no big city lawyer, but revenge porn territory. Does he need permission? The answer is yes. What a stupid question. What are you talking about? You can't film a sex act with someone and then distribute that sex act randomly to other people. What? Hello? Are you okay? Asking this question, especially in this moment where Pixie, the wronged party, who used to be a fan and friend of Destiny's, has released a statement publicly on Twitter stating she's a victim of revenge porn and will be suing Destiny for this. Her longer statement includes her history with Destiny and her side of the story. She's literally in the process of litigation. This notably has been shared by Destiny's ex-wife, Melina, as well as Lonerbox, who is stated to be Pixie's boyfriend and recently announced he would be leaving streaming. Lonerbox had been friendly with Destiny before. Yes, Lonerbox, I did not know any of this stuff, but people were, Bad Empanada had said like, oh, Destiny cucked Lonerbox or whatever when he was dating Pixie. It turns out that wasn't the case, but it does turn out that Lonerbox, I think, found out that Pixie had actually had sex with Destiny in the past while still being a orbiter of Destiny. By the way, when I say orbiter of Destiny, you might be thinking like I'm disparaging these people, but the saddest reality is that they called themselves the orbiters of Destiny. It is definitely a sex cult, okay? It operates exactly like a sex cult. So they called themselves that. Just so you understand. I know that it was a big story that Lonerbox supposedly left the online space because of me or something, but that seemingly wasn't the case. It seems like this also played a role in him leaving the commentary community or something. Okay. After this, all of this stuff was like circulating because I remember seeing Melina, Destiny's ex-wife, coming out and stating in a stream that she had not consented to Destiny revealing these sex tapes to random people. Okay? Just so you understand. And I thought it was strange because everyone was talking about whether or not, I thought it was strange that people were talking about whether or not Destiny had sucked Nicholas Fuentes' penis, but I never fully understood how this information was revealed at the time, and I did not talk about it as much because I didn't understand if it was like revenge porn or what was going on. If you remember, at the time, I didn't understand how this information had leaked in general. Okay? Well, it turns out he was sending this stuff to random people to try and fuck them, like a sex resume, and one of the people inevitably leaked it. Either they directly leaked it, or their friend leaked it, or they got hacked and it got leaked. But it should have never been distributed inappropriately, even in private correspondence anyway. After this, while this was all circulating around, the mods over at r/Destiny announced that Destiny would be responding soon and lock down any discussion of the drama. But leading up to this moment, apparently people had tried to post Melina's clip saying Destiny had actually sent his sex tapes without her consent to random people. People were apparently deleting it at LSF because one of the moderators on Livestream Fails, the top moderator of Livestream Fail, Stale2000, I believe his username is a Destiny orbiter as well. They have actually maintained control over LSF for quite some time. Okay? Stale used to be a Twitch staffer as well. Back in the day, he was a Twitch staffer. And then he left Twitch. He became a Destiny community orbiter. He's even made videos on me on his YouTube channel as well. And he took over control over LSF in general. Okay? That's why it was no mere accident that so many Destiny clips would keep appearing. Stale back in the day even was a fan of mine. Let me see if I can find it. Like, I remember him making a video about me too. This is his video that he made about Orbiter of the Year or something. He even had a video defending me.
Recently, Hasan received a
saying Hassan MasterChef DMCA strike could be fake. He was right, by the way. And I was right as well. Okay? Anyway. Many, many years ago. So, in any case, his current Reddit username is Taro_card, not Stale2000, for those confused. Yes. Stale2000 is his username on YouTube. His active Reddit username, or the one he uses specifically to moderate LSF as the top mod at LSF, is Tarot_card. Just so you understand. Okay? He has, in the past, according to his own YouTube page, competed for Top Orbiter of the Year as an award, or Top DGG of the Year, I think. Yeah, here it is.
I'm Stale2000, and I'm running for DG.
December 2nd, 2021. Stale2000 for DGGer of the Year, which apparently is a competition in the Destiny community. Anyway, So he runs LSF now. Okay. Not sure what's going on LSF. Not sure what's going on with Stale in general right now in the last round of this controversy, considering that my clips have suspiciously started appearing on live stream fails without being banned instantly or without being deleted instantly. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe he has turned a new leaf or something. But as you've noticed, there have been numerous heavily upvoted Hasanabi clips on LSF, which is very unique. And it only started happening this week. And I don't know what that was about. But seemingly, that's the latest situation there. Used to be normal a couple of years ago. It's no longer normal. The DDGer of the year for 2024, he hates you too, lol, just got banned from DDG because he sided with the victims of his stream. Yeah. So I don't know why you know that. That's kind of crazy. But yes, there seems to be a massive rift in his own community, partially because I think this is not just like random victims that Destiny can so quickly disparage, but instead other content creators within his orbit. So his fan base has developed a likeness for some of these content creators. So it's not so easy to just like disparage them and shit on them. And there's this mass exodus happening, or mass chaos happening in his own community, it seems. Michael from Pennsylvania here says, Destiny has started to ban longtime collaborators JSTLK, Cherry, and Pixie because of admitted by him allegations of him sharing pornography of multiple women non-consensually he created with them. This is a civil and criminal offense in the state of Florida, and Pixie has announced intent to sue. But going back to his own personal subreddit moderation and going back to everything that's going on, you might recognize some of these names because they all fucking hate me. Okay? And just because they hate me, I'm not going to be a piece of shit and say, oh, good riddance or whatever. They are still victims. Okay? Just so you understand. Sherry is another one of the victims of Destiny. Apparently, allegedly, according to her, Destiny actually secretly, without her consent, recorded her. She only found out about this because one of her friends heard the footage and noticed that it was her voice in the footage. Okay? But going back to brigading and subreddits in general, this information, while it was out there in the ether for quite some time, never gained a lot of momentum. Part of that was because they couldn't make it into any subreddits. They would either get deleted from the top subreddits or could be easily ignored. In Destiny's own community, obviously, moderators keep a very tight leash and were deleting all mentions of this stuff and still, to their best of their ability, try to keep all of this information under control. Meanwhile, Destiny's co-host Dan Saltman, you guys might remember him, the Adpocalypse guy, would appear on Turkey Tom's Tom Dark live stream to discuss this and makes another statement on stream. I believe there was a clip on LSF of that as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that this morning and I was shocked to see that like any sort of clip such as that one being featured on LSF as well. Don't know if they deleted that or not. Meanwhile, it seems that XQC is actually somewhat, taking the side of Destiny in this process, which is also, I guess, somewhat expected. I don't think Asmongold has talked about it, but who knows? I think the Dan Saltman clip has been deleted from the LSF subreddit, it seems. Anyway. Even XQC isn't defending him now.
Yo, I feel bad.
Lonerbox retweeted the victim's Twitter statement, and it seems like Lonerbox has cut ties with Destiny because of this. No, I saw. Who cares? Asmongold's a loser. Asmongold has covered every single time one of Destiny's orbiters have clipped something I've said out of context, and so has XQC. It's always shocking when, in the same week, when both XQC and Asmongold are getting top upvoted clips on LSF talking about how racist I am because I've, tried to explain with a nuanced position about like racism against white people not being the same as racism against black people. They have top upvoted comments. In the same week, Destiny will literally say the N-word, and then they will either never really cover it, or they'll end up defending Destiny saying the N-word, saying that he didn't have any sort of negative intentionality behind saying the N-word. This is a very real thing that has happened not once, not twice, but I think 3 times now. So it is important when you look at what some people choose not to cover, especially when they, much like myself, are on live streams for 8 hours a day. Especially if their content oftentimes is slop in general or drama in general. That's why a lot of people were mad at Asmongold for not initially covering Elon Musk faking, playing, Path of Exile 2. That's why people were shocked and confused as to why Elon or why Asmongold was not talking about Elon Musk potentially, faking playing Path of Exile 2. The clip you were looking for about Dan is in the link in that thread. The other says, the one that says later makes another statement. Oh, okay. This is the statement that he made. It's a locked post now.
For Steve. Listen,
I
fucking help me.
Or anything.
You guys are like forcing me to fucking sleep for Steve. Listen.
Well, no, do it. Go for it. Like
you seem forced to do this frequently.
Okay. First of all, okay, I would say that I'm pretty confident that everyone who was featured in these videos also sent videos of them and other people as well. But nobody talks about that. Fucking help me.
Or anything.
You guys are like forcing me to.
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty confident that everyone who was featured in these videos also sent videos of them and other people as well.
Okay. Classic, I just made up a no you defense, but that's cool. Brilliant minds over there in the debate circle. Anyway, Destiny responded in a post in his subreddit that has been cross-posted in this as well. He calls it the legal arc, beginning in mysterious ways, such wow. One of the major points that he did not address is how these videos were circulated to begin with. He made a vague statement in his post and wrote this like long effort post, mostly talking about like the litigation and the back and forth between him and Pixie, who is now suing him. And this is the most important part of it, in my opinion, where he says, I want to be clear, the leak happened without my knowledge, consent, or authorization. I never had an intention for any of those images to be published. Now, that's vague legal speak that tries to imply that he did not actually send the footage out. Now, if this was actually his own personal account, his cloud, his Apple cloud or whatever, that had actually gotten hacked, then this would be understandable, okay? Destiny himself would be a victim in this circumstance. The problem is, he didn't get hacked. He sent it to random people. And I don't know exactly what happened here. Maybe they got hacked, or maybe someone else that had access to the footage leaked it. Okay? Pete is online, says his community has a recurring show called Rape Review where they have practiced defending predators, and now the same talking points come out. Maybe he was, creating this so that he could have an army of people who would defend him, down the line. Like I said, I don't need to say allegedly because I don't know. I'm openly admitting I don't know what happened. Right? I believe some of the people Destiny consensually filmed, and allegedly, according to Sherry, she was one of the victims who was not consensually filmed, according to Sherry herself. Okay? If you're asking about the permission of how some of this footage was filmed. What is this? X is looking at proof descending it himself?
Like, brother, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, these are the conversations that he had, I believe, with that 19-year-old, right? And this is where this is where the initial leaks came from. Like, people found out all of the weird like things that Destiny was into and never really truly investigated how people figured that out. But it turns out it was because he was, you know, including the videos, the sex tapes he had sent to random people.
Okay, that is off the fucking rails.
I don't think I have much BJ stuff recorded, lol. It's fine, hee hee. Oh, there was a girl once. She was young, so she was kind of new and wasn't that good, but she would just hold on to me and tongue the head a lot, which actually ended up feeling good, lol, but no cum shot. You want that vid? I'd love it. Oh my God.
Off the rails. That's diabolical behavior.
Straight sex cult shit, dude. Straight up. I've often maintained the position that they behave like a cult, and doing weird sex pest behavior and sex crimes potentially further solidifies that. Many commenters have noticed that Destiny did not respond to the allegation he had distributed pixie sexual/nude images without her consent. They've also noticed that the DMs included in his own statement, as well as Pixie's, reveal an acknowledgement of him doing exactly that. That is where the main Destiny drama stands at this time on the subreddit. Another former collaborator of Destiny's, Cherry, has alleged to be a victim of the same behavior, and a follow-up tweet and a link of the comment thread with screenshots. Here's what she said. Today I was made aware of an intimate audio recording taken of me without my consent that was also shared without my consent. I'm upset right now, and I'm going to give myself time to process. This is serious. The person who received the recording from Destiny was not aware I did not consent to the recording. They recognized me by my voice and messaged me today out of concern. I don't feel comfortable sharing more right now. Now, understand that his community that he has cultivated is so ruthless and so cruel that they call it a lawsuit. Is this a possible future Destiny lawsuit? You know, like a lawsuit, but a lawsuit, because it's content. Everything is content. She then followed up and said, oh, this, as I posted as well. Destiny has banned the people who have spoken out against them from his Discord server. Alleged Discord messages where Destiny admits to recording his phone in his pocket during the sex act. It is not clear if this was a consensual recording. Hold on. I don't know where that is. Pixie has now announced on Twitter and X that other women have been coming forward about receiving pornographic content from Destiny with concerns that it may have been sent non-consensually. Destiny has announced a break from streaming. This link is broken. If someone has a better link, please let me know. Destiny has almost made other comments regarding this on his Discord. r/Destiny moderator has made a statement on the state of the sub. Sherry has announced that she is making a police report and pressing charges against Destiny. And wait, did I click on this already? Oh, this is the one. This is the last post that she had. Destiny has blocked me and banned me and people supporting me from his community. I have not done anything besides asking for an explanation, as I was assured this was something he didn't do to me. When I wasn't given one privately, I spoke publicly. I am not involved in any lawsuit or coordinating with anyone seeking justice due to the leaks in November, though they have had my empathy and support in their efforts. It is only yesterday I became aware that Destiny had recorded me while we had sex without my consent. and with no regard for me, also shared that recording with others. 2 women now have let me know they have received sexual recordings taken of me in September 2023 without my consent. I thank them so much for their concern for me. No amount of public humiliation will ever make me regret being made aware of what was done to me. I will be filing a police report and pressing charges. This is a separate person, a separate incident, not Pixie, but a different person that was also a self-proclaimed Destiny orbiter. Okay? No, recorded her and Destiny having sex. Destiny recorded them having sex without her consent or knowledge. The sex act was with consent, as far as I understand. Pixie includes these screenshots in her Substack post. The last link is insane because he's offering to basically pay her off by paying her bills to make her feel better about leaking her sex tape. This is what Pixie said. I'll be suing Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II. On November 29th, I learned that the streamer Destiny had non-consensually shared pornographic content of me online. My dignity, peace of mind, and hopes for the future were stripped away in a mere matter of seconds following the betrayal of someone I previously trusted. I am at least the 3rd person he has done this to. I hope to be the last. I will not be commenting on the experience of the other women he has hurt, as it is not my place or story to tell. I will, however, share my story in the hopes of preventing this from occurring again. If you recall, if you want to understand the way that Destiny operates, usually, a great example of this is with Cutie Cinderella. Okay? Destiny will randomly shit on Ludwig, okay, and then we'll bring up Cutie Cinderella and the AI porn debacle, and we'll say some of the most vicious things that I don't even want to repeat right now about Cutie, randomly, completely unprompted. And his fan base will yell at him for like a little bit. Some people will criticize him for it, okay, in his fan base. He'll ban some of those naysayers, most likely unbanning them later down the line. But for the time being, there's a little bit of friction in his own community, okay? And then his community will then further tell everyone else that is watching from the outside how much difference in opinion actually thrives in his community in an effort to make it seem like there's a lot of discourse on this stuff and that his community is not a hive-minded cult. And then later down the line, they'll turn around and just make it seem like it was all jokes, that it wasn't a big deal at all, completely diluting the actual harm that was done. That's just one example. This is far more severe. Okay? That's why everything is considered to be an arc. All of the manifestos are considered to be nukes. It's all content. Bridges are being burned for the sake of content. Meanwhile, in that process, there are a lot of people that get harmed along the way. But it doesn't matter because anyone and everyone will be treated like a lolcow by Destiny. First, they'll show you so much support and will bring you into the community and give you clout and, make you feel awesome. Then, in a moment's notice, Destiny can turn on you. And when that happens, they will literally, not dissimilar to how Scientology operates, will come after you and leak all of your private details, will come after you and will say some of the most insane, unhinged shit about you. And most of these people are obviously not massive, sizable content creators. I, on the other hand, am a massive and sizable content creator, and Destiny still hasn't stopped doing this, collaborating with anyone and everyone that will say, fuck Hasan, I want to kill Hasan, like Sam Hyde, for example, actively bringing their community into his in an effort to continue the endless sequence of fuck Hasan posts. Okay? Nothing is too far. Okay? And this story is just one of many others of wronged people in the process. People that were fans of Destiny initially. People that were friends of Destiny in the aftermath. People that became orbiters, self-described orbiters in the process, becoming content creators and developing a fandom, developing their own audience and their own communities in the process from Destiny's communities. Everything turns into a meme, though, shortly thereafter. Sometimes directly in the process of the, the awful shit unfolding. She said, I've known Destiny for around 5 to 6 years now and often find myself in heavy disagreement with him. Despite this, I do my best to see the best sides of all people, trying my hardest to spread positivity and create understanding where I can. It's corny, but I want to meet people where they are and focus on which ways we can build bridges together towards a better future for everyone. Some call this a fault of mine. They claim I'm naive and should be more careful. Those people are right. When I was 19, over 5 years ago, I was extremely sexually inexperienced and sheltered. Being severely terrified of leading someone on or sexual assault, I thought I could trust Destiny, who I had multiple long conversations with regarding consent and boundaries. So you can imagine my surprise when I discovered he distributed pornographic content of me without my consent. Yes, you read that right. Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II sent pornographic content of me to a random 19-year-old e-girl Discord kitten whom he had never met before, and then she published it to the whole world. Rest assured, despite never having met her, he at least spoke to her plenty of times on the phone. What is this link? Let's click on it. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is a Discord message from him. There shouldn't be. No, I'm so sorry. There's literally zero excuse. I've had phone convos and stuff with this person. They were fairly close to me. It's worthless to say it at this point, but I'm super sorry. There's literally no excuse. I won't say or confirm anything about them. If there's any particular action or thing I can do, just let me know. This is after the fact that, the stuff was released and I guess she talked to Destiny directly. Of course, this is what he says happened. I think it is just as likely that he used her as a proxy to widely distribute this material while claiming deniability. I do not understand why Destiny would knowingly and willingly put me in a position where I would receive nonstop sexual abuse and harassment. If we believe him, he was trying to impress a barely legal teenager using my body and my privacy. The betrayal, coupled with hundreds of messages I've received filled with sexual harassment and abuse, have left me feeling hopeless and devoid of almost all happiness. The only thing that has kept me going is the hope that I can bring this man to justice and have him face legal consequences for his actions. For the past month, I have been speaking to lawyers about my situation and what to do, and have decided this is the best course of action. I will be suing him for violating U.S. Code 15 U.S.C. civil action relating to disclosure of intimate images and for publication of private facts in Florida. I'll be seeking emotional and punitive damages for his actions. I've been told that a court case like this could potentially cost over tens of thousands of dollars. I am terrified. I mean, this guy talks about potentially suing Hasan. Couldn't be a Destiny story without it somehow getting back to me, of course. As if for fun. And Hasan actually has the resources to defend himself. I cannot imagine what he might try to do to me in the process. What is
That's
this?
really interesting that Destiny also said he was an out and about Nazi, because it didn't seem like he had any issues basically platforming Sam Hyde when Sam Hyde was talking about how he wanted to murder me.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. You're such a baby, dude. I didn't actually know back then if Sam Hyde was like a full-on Nazi or not. I didn't know 100%. There was still like a little bit of doubt in my mind. I wasn't sure.
Wait, hold on. If I recall, wow, look at that. The first thing that comes up, I have to fight Hasan Piker, Sam Hyde clarifies. No, I'm pretty sure you knew. I'm pretty sure you did know. He plays a clip where he says the exact thing you said.
But then when I started watching some of his his serious podcast stuff, I was like, oh shit, this guy is like a super Nazi. This is in 2022. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards maybe him being a Nazi, but I didn't think I didn't know at this point. I didn't really 100% think he was.
You had this shit ready? No, it's in this. No, this is ironically something that he posted saying that he's going to sue me for the memes, I guess.
It's funny because you can tell actually that I don't know that he's a Nazi because I don't really I don't challenge him on like any Nazi tier stuff. I don't know if I even ask about it. Did I ask about the journalist?
I would kill Hasan is literally one of the fucking bro. Wait. It's a chapter title.
Stuff. This was before the boxing match too.
You got anyone you want to?
This was in August 27th.
Destiny, this was before he recorded the Candyman persona, said, Hasan Piker, I'm going to kill you, and talk about creator clash at the start of the interview.
And I chatted with him. Oh. I chatted with him before this. Oh, so this was even before the Hasan shit.
Yeah, except you just scrolled over the pedophile Nazi literally talking to you and saying that he wanted to fucking kill me. And let's see how he plays it, because I'm sure he plays it, right? Like, he's got to play it, right? I don't know why he's talking about bad empanada. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold on. Where is it? Is this it?
Hasan?
I have to fight Hasan Piker. You know who that is?
Why do you hate Hasan so much? Jesus. So Hasan boxing match. You've got another match. Is there like a dream collaboration you have? Is there like somebody, like, obviously aside from your favorite character, iDubbbz, is there somebody that you like really want to do something with if you have the opportunity to?
Yeah, I have to fight Hasan Piker. You know who that is?
That's my arch nemesis. You have no idea.
Okay.
I created Hasan 2 years ago on Twitch, but yeah.
All jokes aside, I know that you guys are not going to take me seriously when I say this stuff, because it's like better to fuel drama or whatever. But when I joined Twitch for the first time, I had a very specific goal in mind.
Oh, back in August. He's put in effort. And he sources things.
Fight Hasan Piker. You know who that is?
That's my arch nemesis. You have no idea.
Okay.
I created Hasan 2 years ago on Twitch, but yeah.
All jokes aside, I know that you guys are not going to take me seriously when I say this stuff, because it's like better to fuel drama or whatever. But when I joined Twitch for the first time, I had a very specific goal in mind. And that goal has come to fruition largely because of Destiny, because of the help that he's given me. And also, on top of Destiny, helping me personally, Destiny himself. By the way, this is not something that I don't admit and did routinely admit until Destiny became so fucking embarrassing that it was embarrassing to openly relitigate this. Why is he using a clip of this after, I believe this was after we had stopped being friends, where I was in the process of admitting still, like, yeah, no, I did collaborate. I went on Chapo Trap House and defended Destiny in like 2018 or 2019 or something. It's so strange that they've created this like alternative reality so much over there on the Destiny community that they literally operate off of proof that undermines the original argument that they make, that like, I say Destiny never, I never collaborated with Destiny or anything like that. No, it was just like, it's weird that he thinks that I owe him permanently. You know what I mean? Already doing exactly what I wanted to do. So when people like David Pacman decide to come on Twitch, or people like Kyle Kalinske decide to come on Twitch, this is an incredible thing. I love this. The alt-right have an absolute hold, a stranglehold on
2 years ago on Twitch, but yeah.
You created him. I have to kill him.
Well, if you're trying to fundraise for that, I would absolutely help you. Anyway, he's been training. Did you see his Twitter videos? He's taken.
I've seen his.
Oh, because he thinks that kill him here, I'm fundraising to assassinate Hasan Piker. For when he's talking about.
Wait, but I didn't even say that. I didn't even realize he was saying that he was going to fundraise to kill me. No, I was. If I've ever talked about like fundraising to kill me, it's probably one of the recent incidents, whether Destiny had said, I hope he kills himself one day, or, oh, it's because the article where you said I paved the way. Oh, that's the, oh my God, it's the fucking, was it Complex article or whatever? I don't even remember what I exactly said. Now what's really interesting is, okay, what's really interesting about this process here is that I don't know if we could find it, because I know that they deleted that Reddit thread down the line, but maybe with the Wayback Machine or something, I could possibly find it. That clip of him talking to Sam Hyde was brigaded. It was posted, as always, Destiny's clips against me get posted on LSF, and was brigaded, and it went to r/all. Okay? It went all the way to the top of Reddit. It went to the front page of Reddit, where, it seemed like people, Nazis specifically, were celebrating Destiny, talking about Sam Hyde killing me, A very strange time. And I remember at the time, even the comments were like, what are we doing? Do we hate Hasan that much that we're, celebrating a fucking Nazi pedophile? Interesting stuff. Anyway, why did we take this sidestep? Okay, why did we take this side journey? Because apparently Destiny voluntarily brought this up, and it was featured in Pixie's Substack post, talking about how Destiny wants to potentially sue me. You may not remember what you said, but Epstein Diddy, Sex Pestiny, Diddy G remembers what you said. He remembers it every day of his life. Yeah, but they also don't remember the actual things that I say, but instead remember like whatever was clipped out of context and massaged as the new truth in the sex cult that he operates. Anyway, I cannot imagine what he might try to do with to me in this process. Sometimes I wonder if he does this as an intimidation tactic. Yes, he does. I wonder if he purposely is trying to put fear into my heart when he casually talks about throwing money into a lawsuit with a multimillionaire who can fight back, as if it's an indirect flaunt, warning over his capability of outspending me in whatever legal case I throw at him. At the request of my friends, I have been encouraged to link my Give, Send, Go regarding this case here in hopes that we can raise enough for me to legally succeed. It's a givesendgo.com/sue destiny. Themasius found the link, but because of the auto mod, he can't post it. Can we give Themasius permission to post the link? Mods, are you in here? He doesn't approve to people like Pixie, who doesn't have the resource to fight back and hates it that he can't do it because he can't do it to Hasan. I mean, I don't know how he would try and sue me over this. Like, that would be so fucking stupid. Not only is it stupid because I found it, I think I found it, but I can't post it. Automod. Okay, try it again. Oh, he is trying. Can you just send it to Fizz, to Macy's? Oh yeah, this is another instance where Destiny talked about killing me.
God, he's so f***ing cringe. He's like such a cringe f***ing loser. I would pay we'd raise $1 million to send this dude to go fight in Yemen, and then all of us would volunteer for the Navy. Holy shit, he's such a cringe.
You should tell him that. Aw. After it didn't get to RL. I was wrong. It got to 4.2K upvotes on LSF. It got archived and the post was deleted by the person who originally posted it. Damn. Maybe we can look back at the Wayback Machine now that we have the link from the time frame that it was posted to see who the user was that posted it. This is how they do all the time, by the way. They will post numerous posts of the LSF subreddit, and then if it actually doesn't favor Destiny, they'll delete it. One of the posts at the same time frame did go to r/all. That's why I'm saying it, but I can't. I don't think it was this one. Not only that, but also, if you guys recall, during the supposed adpocalypse, where Destiny and Dan Saltman collaborated with ADL and numerous other pro-Israel organizations to try to get me banned, and including Richie Torres, sent him like a bunch of clips from a website called Hasanabi.com leading up to the election, because they just simply wanted to get an own on me and get me banned off of Twitch. A smear campaign that Ethan Klein also jumped on board with very willingly and voluntarily, including but not limited to happily using some of the clips titled Hasanabi, my former podcast co-host, by the way. Okay. When they were doing this mass brigading campaign, as they were sending botted emails out to every single advertiser on Twitch with the hopes that they could pressure Twitch to ban me before the election, not because they supposedly care about anti-Semitism. These guys say anti-Semitic shit all the time, but because they wanted to punish me because they think that I'm the one who is responsible for Destiny getting banned, and not this kind of behavior, okay? Due to, I suspect, a lot of the gaslighting that Destiny is engaged in over and over again in his own community, where he's cultivated this fan base that just simply does not know what the fuck is going on in the world, whether it be the world events that Destiny tackles from an incredibly biased perspective, like, you know, being pro-Israel, or, you know, things that pertain to my life that he clips out of context and will routinely lie about. So What the fuck are these comments? Does LSF hate Hasan so bad they're defending a dude that Destiny himself called a Nazi? Wait a minute. Destiny talks about Sam Hyde being a Nazi.
You're watching Destiny, okay?
Wait.
Okay? This isn't Hasan or Vosh or whatever. So when I say Nazi, okay, I don't use that word lightly. Fuck.
Why is every video about any number of different things actually involve me somehow? Interesting. Notice how this man still had the audacity to claim. Notice how this man still had the audacity to claim that I was actually constantly talking about him when we revealed that not even we, someone randomly revealed that Destiny's Discord had brought my name up like 90,000 times, as opposed to my Discord had the name Destiny mentioned, I believe, 5,000 times. And it was mostly the video game. So that's interesting. Destiny talks about Sam Hyde and says he's a Nazi. Is this before or after he collaborated with Sam Hyde?
One of the worst fuck up stories of like artistic history. Because like
it was created by Pensive Goat, who posted 17 minutes ago on the YouTube drama post. The Sam Hyde clip was made by Pensive Goat. Let's take a look. I wonder if he's still a Destiny fan after all this, or maybe he's no longer a Destiny fan. I don't know. I'm not, Let's see. How do I find the username? Is the same guy who made the fake post about Mike being anti-Semitic? Oh, wow. Why does Destiny have so many people who do like free PR and smear campaigns for all of his enemies and free PR for him? I will never know. I truly don't understand it. The second clip you linked of Dan Saltman saying that everyone sent videos around was from a few weeks ago when the lack of consent was questioned but not confirmed. It wasn't from after Pixie made her statement. They're still doing PR. That same guy that posted that years ago, the Sam Hyde clip years ago, is still at it. Still doing PR for Destiny. That's crazy. 20 minutes ago, he's still in the trenches, in the drama trenches. This man has nonstop done PR for Destiny for 4 fucking years at least. That's insane, man. And there are a lot of people like this, just so you understand. It sounds psychotic. It sounds psychotic where you're like, how can you lose your own personhood to this degree where you are a loyal soldier of a man online? There are hundreds of people that do this shit for him. Hundreds. Okay? Hundreds. They got a post of me being quiet for 30 seconds as evidence of me being anti-Semitic. Yeah, they do stuff like that all the time. No, he's just being a nerd and clarifying. It looks like a few posts down, he's posting about Melina confirming that they were posted non-consensually. What is this? 150 plus? When the question gets asked how and why people take the time to pour through hours of footage to find this to find shit to clip, there's an answer for it.
It's coming. I'm working on it. That's kind of what I have like a whole Discord for like the clippers and stuff. I just need a night that I have where I'm not doing anything or working on anything where I could just like sit down and write all this out. But I'm working on that. It's in the pipeline.
Taliban Clips Discord has become the omni-liberal brain room. While the election results of the night were coming in, I had a choice, as all of us had, and I chose memeing. I posted on Twitter the solution was obvious. Obviously joking, trolling, expressing frustration, but it somehow resonated with a lot of you, so I just kept going with it. The omni-liberal media campaign had taken off, and I was getting tons of positive feedback. This reminded me that we have a dormant Discord August set up back in June where we try to activate an army of Clippers. The Taliban Clips Discord was active in the first months or so, but the hype died down. The new team of Clippers are still posting their daily content. We just stopped using Discord for that. We follow each other on Twitter, and I get to amplify all of them with my The Gnomes Twitter account, which has been a great help at combating the narrative around Steven. Now, I was wondering, I have all these people who are interested in the omni-liberal media message. Maybe I should gather these like-minded people in one spot, and that's how the idea arose around the repurpose of the Dalaban Clips Discord. There are already tons of resources there, which we would otherwise lose. I was involved in the January 6th documentary research group and started adding the clippers to them, along with the Dan's War with Twitch people. That one was the brigading campaign against me and Twitch in general, which was exposed by Bloomberg's very own reporting, Cecilia Anastasio, which they then deleted everything because of that. So if you go to the Destiny subreddit now, mentions of me are almost completely gone. When at a time for years, for the past like 6 years, they would nonstop post about me on there, more so than they posted about Destiny, genuinely. And they had to delete all of that because they realized that their subreddit that Destiny weaponizes like this on a regular basis, and their Discord server was so actively and so openly brigading that they were actually going to get into trouble by Discord and Reddit. They deleted all of it. All of it is on the Wayback Machine if you want to go, compile it, or if you want to search all of the insanity there. But they just straight up deleted everything when they realized that journalists were snooping around about their brigading operations, which they so openly would talk about, like so openly. Anyway, I can't believe that there are still Destiny fans in here. He kind of made you, though. Why you so ungrateful he brought you in? No. Why not just talk it out, bro? He was your friend at one point. Dude, I don't know if you understand. We're having a conversation about this dude serially making sex tapes of the people he sometimes consensually and sometimes non-consensually records and is unconsensually sending to other people that he wants to fuck. And you're like, why don't you become friends with that guy again? I don't know, because he's fucking gross. Yeah, what am I going to talk to him about? Fucking, should I tell him not to do like awful, indecent, freak-like shit? Is that what you want me to have a conversation with him about? Just hug it out, bro. Is that the new talking point that Destiny fans have now? Like, they've just dropped everything else, so now they're just saying, come on, just talk it out. If you're in here and still a fan, you should, and still have a certain opinion of me, because there's a lot of people who hate watch me. I'm sure they're hate watching me right now, because Destiny also uses DGG as an offline hate raid structure where they literally have my stream up and they're routinely talking shit. And then they also love making sock accounts and coming in here and also chirping and then clipping the videos out of context and posting it on subreddits. And they've been doing this for 5 to 6 years at this point. It's fucking insane. That's the part I don't really talk about all that much. This is the part that I think is infinitely more important. The clip for when Destiny talks about Sam Hyde being a Nazi and an alt-writer is from January 14th, 2022. Destiny made that collab video with Sam Hyde on June 19th, 2022. And now Destiny is claiming he didn't know Sam Hyde was a Nazi back then when he collabed with him. Clear evidence that he's lying now. Yeah, just like there was clear evidence that he, one, openly stated that NFTs were a fucking grift and you were stupid for buying an NFT, and then a week later got an NFT sponsorship and farmed his fucking fan base. And that's what's so crazy about it, because like there's so much hypocrisy in this community that supposedly loves hypocrisy baiting, and yet they just can't comprehend that they're being gaslit over and over and over again. It wasn't a week, it was 2 or 3 days. Oh my God, that's amazing.
How did he get exposed as a Nazi? I don't remember how he got exposed as a Nazi, okay? Now, you're watching Destiny, okay?
For the record, the only reason why I'm bringing this shit up is because I was weirdly mentioned in Pixie's fucking call-out post, because apparently Destiny still to this day goes around talking about potentially suing me for saying correct things. just so you understand, if you want to weave back into the fucking main conversation here, you know, I'm covering this letter, this Substack that Pixie wrote about being victimized by Destiny. And even in that, I randomly get brought up. And yes, the irony, of course, is that the link on that Substack where Destiny talks about potentially suing me, Destiny actively now lies. Destiny actively lies to his audience about the dumbest shit too. And people straight up believe it. A great example of this is Destiny 1 collaborating with Sam Hyde with the full knowledge that he was a fucking neo-Nazi when Sam Hyde talked about how he wanted to kill me, okay? And then turning around and saying, oh, I didn't know he was a neo-Nazi. Why would he, you know, why would Hasan even say that I knew that he was a neo-Nazi? Well, it turns out he did. Here's a video from before he collaborated with Sam Hyde, 6 months prior.
This isn't Hasan or Vosh or whatever. So when I say Nazi, okay, I don't use that word lightly, all right? And when I first heard that, like, oh, he's an alt-right or Nazi, like usually when I hear that from people, my first thing is like, I'm sure he is, okay? He's probably like a conservative or whatever, right? But I remember we listened on a stream to like, was it like 6 years ago? To a phone call that he had with like a journalist reporter or whatever. And he's literally on the phone. He's like, I know like the Jews are like destroying my program, or Jewish people don't want this or whatever from the Turner or whatever. It's like, what?
This is in January 14th, 2022. The Sam Hyde conversation came 6 months after that video. I guess he must have forgotten that Sam Hyde was a Nazi in that time frame. Or maybe, just maybe, he knew he was a fucking Nazi and didn't give a shit. Just like when he knew Nick Fuentes was a Nazi and didn't give a shit because he wanted to collaborate with Nick Fuentes. Just like when he openly talked about platforming Nick Fuentes and giving Nick Fuentes' career a lifeline. Just like when he collaborated with another white nationalist, Lauren Southern. Now, of course, with Lauren Southern, I believe he also wanted to have sex with Lauren Southern. Not sure if he wanted to have sex with Nick Fuentes. Look. The guy's still doing it. The guy's still doing it. Now he's moved on to, why even talk about them then? Bro, it's not working, man. It's not working. It's not working. You're not. It's not going to work, man. It's been confirmed him and Lauren had an affair. Their DMs have been leaked. Okay. Yeah. 1 week old sock account coming in from, 1 week old sock account coming in from another Orbiter community to try to desperately fucking be like, hey, can you just like stop covering this, please? Actually, you guys should kiss and make up. I don't really understand any of these hate watching, clip farming, smear campaigns based on lies. I don't even have that much to do in my life. I barely have time to watch you for a bit every day. I don't get where they get all this time. I think it's because these guys, I think that these guys really fall for it. Okay. That's the best possible, most charitable way that I can, that I can approach it. Right. Where they think like, this guy is a dweebish loser just like me, but he gets to like have sex with all these Discord e-girl kittens, and he gets to have this incredible life where he plays like fucking video games and shoots the shit and destroys people mentally in the marketplace of ideas by regurgitating cherry-picked data points that he read from Wikipedia right before the debate to make it seem as though he is an arbiter of the truth or whatever. And for them, they just see him like a god. And I'm sure you guys know people that are fans of his. I mean, I see it all the fucking time. People that are fans of Destiny aren't just like normal people with like their own lives or whatever. They just genuinely admire him. They think he is a fucking god because it's a goddamn cult, okay? Are they still building logs of the chat? Oh, I think they did build the logs of the chat, and they posted a website that kind of was a dud. Yeah, they did. They went through 5 years of logs in every single person of this community and like built logs of who gets banned and who's a mod and who's not a mod. And it's all wrong too, which is so funny. Like they're so weird that they think like Congress is going to be like, who has Hasan banned out of the 6,000 people that watch him every day? Yeah, they added fake screenshots of fake chatters because they couldn't get enough like actual shit that looked bad. That was Dan specifically. Anyway, let's get back to the Substack now that we took this sidestep. However, the next Joe Rogan to the left is, whoever the next Joe Rogan to the left is, it cannot be someone that crosses sexual boundaries, violates consent, and puts women's well-being and safety at risk. Oh my God, is that what Destiny wants to be? Oh, my brother. That's probably why he was so fucking pissed when all of these goddamn mainstream media outlets were calling me up to be like, you're the Joe Rogan of the left. You're the Joe Rogan of the left. Yeah, let me tell you another incredibly sophisticated harassment campaign they conducted. They went after fucking CNN. They literally called up like random executives at CNN. They're so psychotic to be like, how dare you have this anti-Semite on? Like, they're such insane people. They found like, they were sending like tweets and shit. They're so crazy. Yeah, instead of being the Joe Rogan to the left, my man turned into the Andrew Tate of the left, but all the bad sides and none of the popularity. 27,000 letters sent to USC, by the way, to try to get me to stop. Like, to try to stop me from talking. 20,000 emails trying to get me banned off CNN. 27,000 letters sent to USC to try to get me to no longer speak at USC. And then they just don't understand when it doesn't work. I remember reading the comments where they were like, I'm beginning to lose my mind. Why is he still getting so much positive media coverage? Why doesn't anybody see him as like the truly evil person he is? And not in any part of that, they never even think, maybe we're wrong. Maybe most people understand how Gamergate style smear campaigns work, especially if they're in fucking media, and they understand when like something is disingenuous. They just don't get it. No self-awareness at all. They're just operating like a fucking bot farm saying, oh, I'm losing faith in our movement, guys. It just doesn't make sense. He did have sex with Lauren Southern. He was willing to throw everything in his marriage, his atheism, his polyamory, his streaming career to marry her and start a centrist media company that covers both left and right-wing perspectives. That's why the marriage fell apart. Wait, what? I don't know if that's true. That's crazy. Do they get paid? No, they don't get paid. They do this for admiration. Okay? Anyway. And before you say, why are you making this about yourself? This is about the victims. It's still a part of the operations. You understand? It's still a part of the way that his community operates. I'm painting a broader picture for a lot of people who have no fucking clue who Destiny is because I don't actually talk about him all that much. I'm explaining to you how his community functions and how sophisticated their smear campaigns are in general, and how to a random onlooker, some of the stuff that they post is so far removed from the actual fucking community itself that they come across as like totally random people talking shit about a random asshole.